Zoo, everything is hands-on. Excuse me. Absolutely love wombats. They're one of my favourite Australian animals. They're kind of like Australia's bulldozer of huge. Oh, yum. Here at Australia Zoo, you can even experience Africa. Kids from the age of 4 can visit Australia Zoo.
They're the traditional owners of the land we're standing on today, and we'd like to thank elders past, present, and emerging.
Now, I have a question for you all. Now, is there anyone visiting us here for the first time?
Whoa! So many of you, and you know what? A lot of familiar faces too. Well, thank you so much for coming into Australia Zoo today, and we thank you so much for your ongoing support.
Here at Australia Zoo, we have over 100 acres that our beautiful Australian and exotic wildlife call home, but we also have over 100 acres of a free-ranging areas for you guys that makes social distancing extremely easy.
Yeah, you are not wrong, Becky Jo. Hey, you know what? I'm in a pretty good mood today. I'd say you're in a good mood too. I had a really great idea. I was thinking that we should give away some free stuff. I'm not sure though. Does anyone here like free stuff?
Yes, we don't love a bit of free stuff, but as you all know, nothing ever is really for free. So I think that we're going to have to get just a little bit silly to win these prizes. Right, Zoo? I'm thinking some animal impersonations.
Oh, this is going to be fun. You know what? We've got a massive crowd today, so why don't we split it into two?
Alright. Yeah, I reckon if I take over here, this is going to be group number 1 over here.
Okay, awesome. If you're sitting on this side of the crocodile and under the big screen, you're the lucky ones. My group number 2.
Sure, Melly, sure. Alright. I think we should pick it up with group number 1 first, though, because they are a very attractive bunch over here. But you know what? There are so many animals. What is your favourite?
You've been pretty cheeky today, so I've thought of one.
Can you tell she works with birds? Yeah. Okay. You know what? We want to see your funkiest chickens. Now, there is a lot of you, so you are going to have to stand out. So we want to see your funkiest chickens on 3, 2, 1, go! Start over here. Got a very hungry chicken up there. Oh, there's a baby chicken. Here we go. And I'm coming around. Oh, got some dancing chickens. Oh, got a bunch of them. Okay, everyone, settle down for me. Hey, there was some funky chickens. Like, there's an awesome chicken going on up there, and there's a guy up there, and I think it was a chicken. But you know what? There was a young girl up the back here with braids on either side and a white shirt, and the denim shorts. There we go. Hello, darling. How are you? You good? Now, I'm going to be a little bit mean. So, to win your prize, you do have to do it for the whole Crocodile, okay? You ready? Alright, you're even on the big screen. Show us your chicken!
That's absolutely adorable. Okay, group number 2. I have not forgotten about you. I've seen enough culture for today. Becky Jo, give me an animal. Inspire us.
You know what? I was actually on Bindi Irwin the other day, and I was watching the little lemurs. So, like, you could probably do, like, maybe a variation like the cheeky monkeys.
You can keep going. This is great. Okay, group number 2. I hope you're inspired. Becky Jo has spoken. I want you to be primates of any kind today. You could be orangutans, you could be silverback gorillas, and actually, gentlemen, if you have a hairy chest, this is your chance to whip it out for Becky Jo. She's single and she loves a hairy chest.
That was just between us.
Steve Irwin. Yeah, give it up for Steve. You all know it. Without his love and his dedication and his enthusiasm, none of this and none of us would be here today. Now, Steve, he was fairly famous for quite a few things, but there was definitely one word he really made his own. So, who can tell us what that word was?
Yes, crikey. Well, we here at Australia Zoo are going to have a good old-fashioned cry-pop. Now, if you don't know what that is, what we're going to do is we're going to keep our groups, because I really like my group. Now, on the count of 3, I want you guys up out of your seats, throw your thumbs up in the air, and give me your proudest crikey in honor of Steve. But remember, you are going first, so group number 2 is going to go after us, and they're going to try and beat you. They're going to try and be louder. Don't underestimate the size, okay?
We're a little outnumbered today. I think to make this fair, we might pick a judge. Looking up in our VIP section, can someone help us out today? All you need to do is pick the loudest side. Yeah, a little one in the front row. So listen in for me, and then you're going to choose the loudest side for us, okay? Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, all right. Group number 1. Are you ready? Yeah! All right. Your loudest and your proudest crikey on 3, 2, 1. Yes, that was beautiful.
I can't lie today, that was really good. Okay, group number 2, I know you heard that, and we just have to be louder because we need to beat Becky Joe. Let's hear it, your loudest and your proudest crikey on 3, 2, 1. Yes!
That's how we're doing nothing today. No one cares to talk. All right, little man, who was the loudest? Yeah! Well done. You guys have made me so proud. Stick around. You guys have just done a fantastic job. You find yourselves the very own wildlife radio show. Big work. Let you brag about me. You know what? Melly, you know the deal. Like, we were awesome, so that means that you and your team have got to go.
We have to go.
Yeah, we got plenty of people here, so.
I'm sorry, no. Group number 2, are we going to leave? No! Do we want to stick around and see some wildlife? Yeah, good. Will you come to see wildlife? That's exactly what we're going to give you. So please sit back, relax, check out that big screen, and enjoy Australia Zoo's Wildlife Warriors.
Thank you all very much.
See you soon.
Share my wildlife with me, because humans want to say things that they love. My job, my mission, the reason I've been put onto this planet is to save wildlife. And I thank you for coming with me. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah.
G'day and welcome to Wildlife Warriors!
Celebration of conservation and wildlife. And back to Steve Zoo, we bring animals here from all over the world.
These mammals flying over your heads, they were cool. Native, central, and America. These colourful characters, they're pretty hard to miss, both in sight and sound.
Now there's 17 species of macaw, ranging from the smallest of parrots all the way up to the highest, which is over 1 metre long.
And they all have unique personalities and looks. The feather lines on their faces are just like our fingerprints, unmatchable to any other.
It is unfortunate, due to these good looks, that people are still stealing them from their forest homes to be sold as illegal pets. Now we want to keep these beautiful birds flying free by way of saying no to the illegal wildlife trade.
Yeah, trust us folks, you do not want a pet bird that lives to be 100 years of age and remains forever as hyperactive as a 5-year-old child.
Now I've got a couple of other things. On that note, let's go from feathers to scales.
Ooh, well some of you might think of our next guest as friends and some might consider them foes, but here in Australia, we are so lucky. We're actually home to more species of venomous snake than venomous, but don't panic. The snakes joining you today, they're of the non-venomous variety and they're grown on right here at Australia Zoo. That's why they're super comfortable around people.
And while snakes, however, if feeling coy or threatened, the only thing they can do to defend themselves is to bite. So it makes a lot of sense to find out that those people get bitten by snakes when they're actually trying to capture or kill the animal.
Yeah, but fortunately for us though, first aid for an Australian snake bite is actually really simple and effective. If you follow these next few instructions, you could just help save someone's life.
Nathan, what are you doing? It's a very hot day today. Why are you sunbathing? You crazy man. No, we have asked Nathan to come out there and help us out with a pretend snake bite situation. So Nathan has been bitten on the leg, Nathan, and we're going to keep the patient calm and still. We'll make sure that he doesn't move around because that's where the venom can circulate throughout the body. Now this is the perfect opportunity, for me to do the first aid part with the bandage.
Yeah,
so I'm just going to get out my trusty little
Jeremy,
trusty bandage.
I gave you one job today, mate. You know what? I need you to do this. So I've got someone who's going to be able to help. Now, thanks to Luca, we have exactly what we need, which is that bandage. But if you don't have a bandage or a bird to deliver it, don't sweat it, because an item of loose clothing or even a belt can do the trick.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is locate the bite site, as I mentioned, on the leg. I'm going to go 3 to 4 times around that bite site, and then I am going to continue up the rest of the limb.
Now don't wrap it so tight that you cut off any circulation though. Just use the same amount of pressure as you would on a sprained ankle or even a wrist.
Once your patient is all bandaged up, that is when you call the ambulance. You keep the patient calm and still and wait for the help to come out to where you are. In this case, right this moment though, I think Nathan, you'd better hop up, mate. You are shriveling up to a prune, and we better get out there because Belle's about to take us to the skies.
In Australia, we are home to an amazing variety of bird life, and if you're lucky, you might spot a gorgeous whistling kite just like Fletcher here. He's a raptor, characterized by keen vision, sharp, powerful talons, and a hooked or curved beak. These birds, they can survive some of the harshest landscapes that Australia has to offer. Now this is because they are one of the most widespread raptors we're lucky enough to have called Australia home. Now our kites, they're incredibly intelligent birds. They have several different hunting techniques. Now, they have even been seen picking off prey items fleeing from bushfires. And not only that, we do call all of our kites pirates of the Australian skies. They are so smart, they figured out that they don't always have to work incredibly hard for their lunch. They'll actually watch another bird of prey sometimes 2 times or 3 times their size until they catch an item, and that's when they're going to swoop in and steal it, a little bit like Fletcher's demonstrating today. Now, where you'll see these guys out in the wild and where they are happiest is cruising up in those thermals. They love to sit up in those hot air pockets and spot their prey items, and that's when they're going to swoop in and steal them. Now Fletcher's really special to us. He was actually a wild bird, and because of an unknown injury, he actually ended up totally blind in his left eye, and he's having a great time today. Now, we're not sure why he had this injury, but it did mean that he was not able to be released back out into the wild, and we were really lucky to have him chosen to be a part of our team here at Australia Zoo. Now, they will hunt on several different food items like insects, reptiles, and even other birds. So keep your eyes on the Australian skies and you might spot one of Fletcher's friends. Thank you, Fletcher. But from aerial to aquatic, we open up a whole new world of hunting, where some species of bird, they can swim as deep and as fast as a fish. And that's exactly how cormorants like these two catch their aquatic meals. Now we've just been joined by Albert and Scuba. Albert, the larger of the two, is a greater cormorant. Scuba here, she's a little pied cormorant. And as you can see, they're perfectly designed for life in the water. Now this is because they lack that water-resistant coating on their feathers, which many other birds do have. And while this is great for life in the water, a bird just can't take to the skies with wet feathers. That's why you often see cormorants lining the riverbanks of Australia, holding their wings outstretched, just as if they're hanging themselves out to dry. Now Albert and Scuba are 2 of 5 different cormorants we're lucky enough to have here in Australia, and and they rely heavily on our waterways for their survival. That's why it's so important we all do our part, binning our rubbish and keeping our waterways clean and clear of pollution for the survival of these birds to come. Well, you are a very lucky audience as we're being joined by the most interactive bird we have in the Coliseum. I know they're very excited and I'd love to introduce Doris to take it away.
Thanks, Mel. G'day everyone. This is my mate Tallow, and she's a very beautiful yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Now, not only have we trained Tallow here to fly from point to point, we've also trained her to fly from person to person, which is pretty awesome if you ask me, and I would really love to demonstrate this for you all today. So, is there anybody in the audience, and I need an adult volunteer, that can help me with this today? So, does anyone want to meet Tallow face to face? We have a few. Alright, right. Okay, people are excited over there. I've got to go with you in the denim and the white shirt. Stay standing for me, mate. Alright, now all we need you to do is reach into your wallet and pull me out a $5 note. I can hear a few of you laughing, but we do actually really need this note as Tallow, she doesn't know this person. So we've trained her to fly to and recognise a common and everyday object, which just so happens to be $5. How'd you go? You've got one? Awesome. So fold that in half for me, like a little rectangle. Perfect. Now place that in between two fingers and straight out to the side. Just out to your side, just like this. Yep, there we go. Bit of assistance. Alright, now Tallow, she should see that note and know exactly who to fly to. And just let her play with it. Thank you. Alright. Anyone over this side of the 20? Hands straight up. Unfortunately, I am totally kidding. I'm so sorry. We will get your money back up to you, mate. So stand up for me again. Yeah, stand up for me. Alright. Now, you know what? Tallow's already made this really, really impressive. So let's make it super duper easy on her. Place two arms out to the side for me. Yeah, brilliant. Now, just flap really hard and fly down and grab it. No, there's not even an attempt. There we go. Now just for that effort, we will get back to you this time. Stand up, one arm with your palm facing up like a little landing platform. Tallow, she's going to return this note via airmail. Once she places it in the palm of your hand, close a few fingers over it. And thank you very much. That was Tallow, amazing. Well done, Tallow. Now it's time to meet some of Tallow's best mates.
Check out some of our gorgeous Australian native parrots. Now, these guys are super social out there in the wild and have a very distinct call. Got the cute eyes and the ears open. You might be lucky enough to see some of these beautiful birds flying around Australia.
But now we would love to introduce you all to the speed demons of the bird world, our rainbow and red-coloured lorikeets. They have to be really quick to stand a chance out in the wild because they are one of the favourite food items of the fastest animal on the planet, the peregrine falcon. But all of our birds, they do rely on the bush for food and for shelter. So just remember, no bush, no birds.
Featuring now worldwide, habitat loss is the biggest threat to the survival of our gorgeous wildlife.
So let's make a difference today, whoever you are, wherever you live. Grow a native plant in your backyard, and sooner or later you'll have amazing native wildlife living in your place.
And that's the truth. How about a big round of applause for Mel, Doris, and Cocktail Coffee, Big Dog Fans!
Well, Jeremy, this leaves us one thing left to do.
Let's do it. Who wants to see
the cross?
beautiful day it is. How's everyone's school holidays going so far? That's awesome.
That is truly awesome. And today is a very special day.
Yes, it is, it is.
Do you know why?
Why?
No idea.
No?
Bindi, why is today a very special day?
Oh, I do know.
Well, today we're all here together feeding a crocodile. That's really special. But also, today I am officially in my 3rd trimester.
It's the big countdown, so we're all gonna bet, you know, is it a boy or a girl? Well, we know it's a girl.
Yeah.
How much will she weigh? When will she be born? How long will the labor be?
Yeah, she's kicking me right now, so clearly she wants to say hi to everyone too.
That's pretty cool.
I think
Very
it's pretty cool
exciting.
though, honestly. Can I just say, Bindi's feeding crocodiles in her 3rd trimester of pregnancy, just like you were doing.
You are so cool.
That's pretty amazing.
Thanks, guys.
That's
You are
incredible,
cool.
Bindi.
I love
That is amazing.
You gotta start them young, right?
Yes. And so I am in solidarity with Bindi.
Yes.
Bindi may not be able to actually button the khakis.
My khaki won't button over my belly anymore.
So I got my sleeveless shirt.
We're representing our
50
retail
years.
range.
Yes.
And I did notice someone else in the trimester. I don't know what we call it. The third trimester.
Yeah.
Also, someone in a Wildlife Warrior shirt.
Hey!
Celebrating.
You
Well
may not be in the
done.
I don't need the
trimester, but
trimester,
I love
but
all
you
the
are wearing
shirt.
an awesome wildlife warrior shirt. Thank you. Good job, good job.
That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
Very cool.
Now, I know that this past year has been challenging for a lot of us, and it has actually been kind of cool for you. So first of all, you got married,
Yeah.
That was cool.
but it was really cool because ScoMo said, guess what? We're not going to let anybody get married with basically anybody at the wedding. So we called everyone at 11 o'clock at night and said, can you have everything ready tomorrow? And they did. So that was cool.
Otherwise, you
That's
could have
easy.
walked me down the aisle,
Yeah.
which would have been sad.
Yeah,
Right,
so
yeah.
that was kind of like, oh my God, and then it all happened.
Yeah.
Then,
We were getting flowers from the grocery store. It's great.
yeah, then you announced that you and Chandler were expecting. And then you had another child.
I did. I had another child that was a little,
Took 5 years.
yeah, a little longer to bake. It was actually a book, which is really exciting. So we officially released our 50-year book, Australia Zoo. As you can tell by my shirt, we've just celebrated 50 years of Australia Zoo, which is really exciting. And so I tried to collect everything Australia Zoo history, which was really special. But our history record keeping wasn't great back in the 80s.
Yeah.
So finding Dad's journals.
Carriages and writing down in stone.
Well, but finding Dad's journals and going through everything was really special.
Yeah.
So
So cool.
Let me show off your work.
thank you.
Here it
That's
is.
so nice.
I'm officially launching a brand new book that I have been writing for nearly 5 years now. This book encapsulates everything Australia Zoo and our family history from the last 50 years. This book really is an honor to be able to share with the world.
That's so
That's so
special.
cool. Good on
So
you,
thanks
Bindi.
to everybody, all of you guys, for saying, get us a history book. So there's hundreds of never before seen photos. So that was for you, and basically why I had children, because I didn't have to write it. Remember that, everyone with kids.
That's why you have kids.
Yeah. Now, speaking of which, you are the father of said child. Chandler, who are we feeding today?
Today, we are actually feeding a very special crocodile. Today, we have Murray coming out to see everyone. You know, this is a very special crocodile for you, Robert.
Yes, I have a good story about Murray.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, it didn't really get very much media attention, not many people saw it, but I was actually an infant in here with Dad, and I may have had my first introduction with the croc while Dad was holding me and he was feeding the crocodile, and that was not controversial whatsoever, so I reckon once you have your little one, we should get her in there feeding crocs.
Oh, yeah,
What do you
sure.
reckon? What do we think? It'd be pretty good,
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Murray is the very crocodile that I first got to help feed. feed. So I think it's pretty special.
Oh, let's relive those memories now. We're going to go to the big screen and watch Murray coming out. Now, what we want to do here at Australia Zoo is give everyone a chance to learn how to live with crocodiles because they're such beautiful, special animals, and they really can't go anywhere else. They have to live in tropical environments, in warm water, so anywhere in North Queensland, Northern Territory, the northern part of Western Australia is where you get them. And we want to show you how to be safe with crocodiles. So what Robert's doing is basically the wrong thing. Robert, you are far too close to the water's edge.
Actually, didn't Dad used to get in the water with the croc?
Yes, your dad used to actually get in the water.
Can I do that? Well, it'd be fine, wouldn't it?
I don't know that you're 17.
Oh, surely it's fine. He did it. It's not dangerous, really. I mean,
It's
it'll
like
be fine. You'll be
that's
fine.
like the worst thing you can do is get
It's
in the
fine.
water with the crocodile. Okay, so let's not anybody do that. Usually when people get in the water with the crocodile and make a mistake, it's because they've been drinking.
Well, no, not me, luckily. But you can see as I am moving around, stamping my feet on the bottom of the water, Murray's picking up on those vibrations and getting real cranky. And now that he's really angry, he's all yours, Mum.
Come on. That's a boy right here. Good job. Okay, Robert, see if you can get him across the creek. Come here. I'm gonna tickle you on the tail.
Alright, so across this creek, I might get quiet here, there's not much room. Come, big boy. Good boy, mate. Right up here. Right up here, big boy. How good was that? Big out for Murray, what a legend. Alright, mate. Now what you saw there is an attack from the water's edge, but Mum's going to show us, or Bindi's going to show us actually, another technique that the crocs will use.
It's so true. So crocodiles can strike from the water's edge, but they can also come vertically out of the water, nearly their entire body length. Woo! Good work, Murray. I love you so much. We're gonna get his favorite. It's a rat burger. Great throw.
They're a fresh from Pricey Cafe as well.
They're not
We call them chicken burgers.
No, we don't call them chicken burgers.
They're quite delicious.
Stop it.
Good work, Murray. I love you so much. And the baby just kicked me then. Clearly she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she's like, let me have a go.
She's like, this is great, let's go. All right, Chandler, good luck. Please be careful.
Alright, Murray, so what I'm going to do here is get Murray out on land so you can see how quick crocodiles can move when they're out of the water. Come on, Murray. Ooh, look at the chicken on me. Good work, Murray.
How good was that? Good job, man.
Thanks, Robert.
I've got a very cool brother-in-law. But what Chandler's showing here is a really great demonstration of how to stay safe around crocodiles. It really couldn't be simpler. You just don't go in the water with crocs and you'll be just fine. You can see him at the moment. All he wants to do is come back into the water. Once he's out on land, that's where he knows he's lost the upper hand. He's lost that edge. He knows that he's been revealed. Crocodiles, they're not designed to gallop after animals and go 50 to the dozen. They're not going to chase you out of your car on the highway. You've only got to go into the water to really have a serious problem. Crocodiles have been on the planet for over 200 million years, and they've been dominating the waterways. They actually used to hunt dinosaurs about 65 million years ago, and so I think as Australians, we should be incredibly proud to have these guys in Australia, and it's up to us, people, to learn to live alongside them and not the other way around, because they are truly spectacular animals. But thought we might be able to get Murray really fired up. What do you reckon, Mum?
Yeah, Robert, do you have something big?
I reckon.
Oh, a nice big piece of feral pig. That looks delicious. Let's see if we can get Murray really excited and acting like he would in the wild. So what they do is they stalk underwater. Normally they're found in deep, dark, murky water, so they're the unseen predator. They They hone in on the vibrations of the animal coming down towards the water's edge. And then when they think they can grab it, they strike, grab that animal, and instinctively try to get it back into the water. So Murray's got a few tricks up his sleeve in order to overpower. Death roll, you little ripper! We got a death roll. Crocodiles will head shake, they'll roll, they'll do whatever they can to dislodge the animal and drown it very quickly. 2 death rolls, 3 death rolls, you little ripper. I feel like an auctioneer. Do I hear 4? Do I hear 4 death rolls? Going once, going twice. Yes, 4 death rolls. This is awesome. Robert, you're doing a great job, and I gotta tell you, Murray loves this. It's kind of like playing tug of war with your dog. They just really love it. And what's cool is every single time Murray wins. At some point, he's gonna get his lunch, and so he knows he's just gotta spin that animal up its feet, and then boom, he gets his lunch. Way to go! That's awesome. Yourself. You are such a clever boy. Look what you caught. And watch him raise his head high out of the water and swallow that food down whole. If they get an animal that's too big, they'll violently head shake, break a piece off and swallow that down. Because although they've got 64 very long, sharp, bullet-like teeth, they're not designed for chewing. They're only designed for grasping. And then he's got to get a piece down in one bite. Man, Murray, you are awesome. Murray's very special because he's a male crocodile, so I'm safe this close to the water as long as I keep talking and he keeps listening. Because as long as he's listening to me, we all know that the male can only do one thing at a time. So I'll be quiet so you can think.
That's a good one. It's a very good one.
It's a very accurate way of telling male from female.
There's a lot of ways to tell males from female crocs.
Yeah.
That I know of.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to know one of them?
I want to know one of them.
Alright. Well, I find you can actually tell this is a male croc. Because once he's done eating, his mouth stays shut. If it was a female.
That's very funny. That's okay. Don't worry. He's grounded. It's okay. I can still do that. It's really awesome. Actually, we gotta get him all the way home now, and he's had a big feed. So how do you think we're gonna lure him all the way home?
Well, I had an idea to really put Bindi's husband to the test.
Oh, great.
What do you reckon? Should we get Chandler in there?
Yes!
I reckon we need to infringe on his territory, really get him keen. Chandler, it's all you.
Alright, let's see if Chandler can successfully infringe on Murray's territory. Please don't panic, do not worry about Chandler. The water is heated.
That makes me feel so much better.
About 30 degrees, plus he's at the surface, and while they're at the... Oh no, wait, he's not at the surface. Okay, he's actually hunting you now.
Oh my
Chandler, you might want to swim. Okay, as Murray heads into that canal system, I'd like you to appreciate you've just seen what you can experience nowhere else on planet Earth. Big hand for Chandler and Murray.
That was awesome.
Excellent. He's awesome. And if you think crocs are dangerous, you should check out what that was skateboard.
Yeah, skateboarding 10 times more dangerous than feeding crocs, honestly. But we'll watch here. Murray at the moment, he thinks it's Christmas. He's got a really big food item, so he's stalking. Oh, hang on. I didn't know we had elephant seals. I gotta do that.
Should we tell him Murray has a female in there? Or?
He'll figure it out, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
He'll know.
Molly's in there.
Oh, good.
Right where he is.
You know, Mom, it just keeps getting better.
It does, doesn't it?
I thought that when I was in my dating world, I was like, if you could jump in the water with a crocodile, pretty much I'll just marry you. And Chandler was the only guy who was willing to jump in the water with
That's pretty cool.
That's what worked for you two.
It worked for me.
Yep, you did good.
Well, see, I think Murray might be lining up for another strike for Chandler.
Yeah, he's so beautiful, but I
I think crocodiles are so incredibly special. They were Dad's favorite animals on the planet, and he spent his whole life trying to get people to respect and appreciate crocodiles. It didn't mean you had to, want to cuddle up to a crocodile and think that they're super cute and cuddly, but he really wanted people to understand that these modern day dinosaurs play an incredibly important role here on the planet. And he always tried to educate people that we never want to purchase any wildlife products. We don't want to see crocs end up as foods, bags, and belts, and we definitely don't want to eat them. We are so lucky to still have dinosaurs on the planet, and we'll do everything we can to protect them into the future. But we want to thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you for choosing to spend the first few days of 2021 with us, and we hope you have a wonderful year. Thanks so much. Thanks everybody.
My dad taught me from a very early age, be at one with the snake, feel its up, and I am. I've got to get the camera. I've got